Coming up on Look Today, a Warren County Sheriff's report shows that Warren County Administrator Paul Dusek misrepresented his comprehension of the cogen plant used to power county-owned buildings. Plus, Warren County Sheriff's candidate Larry Cleveland challenges Sheriff Bud York on traffic tickets. I've got the details. And the Community Advisory Group holds a meeting about the dredging of the Hudson River, and our cameras are on the scene. And it's all ahead on Look Today. Welcome everyone, I'm Jay Hood Jackson, and here's a look at what's making news today in Saratoga, Warren, and Washington counties. Well, in our lead story, protesters from the Campaign for a Cleaner Hudson held a protest outside the Saratoga State Park offices this afternoon. The Community Advisory Group held a meeting to announce an update on the Hudson River dredging project. While protesters were discussing the long-term effects of PCBs on the fish in the Hudson River. This is a source of protein that many people rely on. They feel that the scope of GE's dredging isn't wide enough and that EPA should require GE to continue dredging. Well, Assemblywoman Carrie Werner spoke at the protest and talked with Look Today about this issue.
EPA needs to come back to the table and set a new standard based on the new information that's been gathered through the course of the last few years, based on the reports that the trustees have done, to get them back to the table to say more cleanup is required.
Inside the meeting, Hudson River Superfund project manager Walter Mugden discussed the EPA's thoughts on the work that GE has done.
We do not think that the criteria in our legally binding agreement with General Electric that would allow or cause more dredging to be required, we don't think those criteria have been triggered.
Now, GE could complete dredging as soon as this weekend or early next week. Mugden noted that should a further agreement be reached, a temporary dewatering facility could be set up whether GE breaks down their facilities or not. Well, changing from news to weather, after a few days of heavy rain, it was mostly a sunny day today, and the forecast for the weekend is now improving. So how is the weekend shaping up? For the latest, let's head to the Glens Falls Weather Center for a look at your first forecast. Back to the news. Well, the Warren County Sheriff's Office has released a report that faults County Administrator Paul Dusek for misrepresenting his comprehension of the cogen plant. The Sheriff's Office says there was enough evidence present that Dusek could have been charged with official misconduct. Now, the report shows that he repeatedly assured the county that the cogen plant would save money, when in fact he didn't understand the project. Well, the report shows that the county could have lost hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions, due to the misrepresentation of savings. Dusek was the county attorney in 2002 when the county entered into the contract with Siemens. Now, the State Attorney General's office has already stated it will not seek criminal charges in the case. However, it still may seek civil litigation. Well, also in the news, Warren County Sheriff candidate Larry Cleveland is attacking Bud York on a number of traffic tickets issued during his tenure. Cleveland noted that traffic tickets have dropped 54% over the past 8 years. According to his campaign website, he claims that it is a result of low morale among the officers who are unhappy with York's administration. Well, York says that the numbers were taken out of context and that arrests were higher than during Cleveland's administration. York noted that he has 8 fewer patrols and has been unable to fill them due to budget cuts. Now, who do you agree with? Well, let us know by heading to our Facebook and Twitter pages. In other news, Warren County Supreme Court Justice David Krogman has tossed out the Women's Equality Party line for the upcoming election. Warren County Republican Chair Michael Grasso filed a lawsuit after multiple fractions within the party filed party rules with the State Board of Elections. Now, by law, parties are not allowed to have a conflicting set of rules. Well, the Women's Equality Party supports Democratic candidates. The 4 candidates that were on the women's equality line have already secured alternate lines. Now, similar lawsuits, by the way, have been filed throughout the state. Still to come, Senior Program Coordinator Tyler Whitney and Executive Director Claire Murphy of the Washington County Economic Opportunity Council join us to discuss how the EOC helps the community. Plus, co-founder and president Michelle Mosca of Angel Names Association joins us to discuss their upcoming memorial walk. But first, if you see news happening, you want to share a story idea, or join us for an interview, give us a call on the hotline. The number is 798-8000.